Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the raw and uncut that happened in my life. While I was just thinking of something that I can do a YouTube video about, I think I want to do something about that, about domestic violence. I know October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Of course, we're out of October and November, but I was gonna do it last month, but I don't know, it slipped my mind. But okay, so I'm gonna do it today. This is like so deep. It's deep. The subject is a touchy subject when it comes to a lot of people. Like, domestic violence is never easy really to talk about if you're a victim of it. Like, or you seen people be a victim of domestic violence. Like, it's very hard to talk about it. But now, since I'm over it, and I've been through it, I want to just, talk about it, and hopefully, if anybody watches this, you can share this with somebody that you know is going through it, or you can share it through somebody who went through it, and just know that you're not the only person that experienced domestic violence. I experienced domestic violence at a early age. Like, I experienced it first with my mother. She was going through it with an ex-boyfriend of hers. He was on drugs. He used to beat her. I remember one time my mother actually running in my room while I was sleeping, locking my door, and like climbing out the window trying to run from this man, and I remember just being petrified. I was in high school. I didn't know how to react to something like that, and it actually was the first time that I dealt with that. So I didn't know what to do. I was still like trying to grasp the fact that my mother's getting beat on. Like, who do I tell? Do I try to fight him back? Do I, and it was just all kinds of emotions. And I was the oldest of five of us, and I felt like I had to be the protector of the family. But then when you have this big, strong man that's beating on your mother, like, what are you to do? Like, I cried to friends. I didn't know if I had my mom was still with him. Evidently, she loved the man, but I never could understand why. So I got older, and I ended up getting with my kid's father. Um, he beat me. I remember one time, I was it started early. So when we say that we don't know, the signs are there. We just ignore the signs because you want to be loved. But it just the first time he hit me, he knocked the wind out of me. It was, I don't know what had happened. He asked me a question. We were walking down the street, and when all I know, I was on the ground looking up at the stars. And that was my first time ever experienced somebody beating me like that. Um, I knew it was wrong. I knew that I didn't like that feeling. Like, it scared me because I'm trying to figure out, like, you hit me, the girl that you say you love, and you knock me unconscious, and you do this to me. So I'm just like, where's the love at? And I was young. I was 18 years old when he first did that to me. No, matter of fact, I was 19. I was still a baby. I thought that was what love was, because you got to know I was getting it. It was happening at home. My mother was getting beat. She was still happy and loved. Like, it was just a whole confusion that was surrounding it. And then the second time he hit me, um, I'm sorry. The second time he hit me, I was pregnant with my son, and he he punched me so hard, and the headboard was right there. He punched me, and he knocked me into the headboard. And I just was like, and me still staying there thinking, because the example that was set in the household, that if somebody fights for you or they fight with you, they really love you. And that, if anybody ever heard that, that is a lie. That is a lie. That is not true. Do not believe that. Do not let nobody tell you that if they fight you or they put their hands on you, they love you. Hugging you, kissing you, telling you you're beautiful, telling you wonderful things about you, and actually showing the affection and love that you're supposed to get. Not slapping you and punching you and calling you out your name. And then when you break up with them, they do the infant, oh, I'm going to kill myself, or I'm going to kill you, or, threaten your life and stuff. And so now you get back with them because you're in fear that they might do something to you. That is not love. That is not the love. And when you get older, you'll understand that. So it was like the beatings kept coming. And finally, I just got tired of it. And I left him alone. And I was by myself. And I ended up dating another dude. It was like a cycle. Like, I couldn't get out the cycle for nothing in the world. Like, it was like I kept getting these people that wanted to hit on me and abuse me when I stood up for myself. When I didn't feel like... And then they were cheating. They were cheating and beating on me. Like, you'll cheat and you'll beat on me. And it was like, why are you beating on me and you're cheating? But it was crazy. So I got with this new dude, and I thought I was in love, and he beat me in front of my kids. He stomped me in the face. I had like this swollen, like purple, blue. Like, at first it wasn't like that, but then like over time, I stayed in a domestic violence women's shelter. I stayed there for like 6 months. And I moved out into my own place. I get my own place, and I did the dumbest thing. I let my abuser come back. I let him come back. I let him come back. When I have got away from him, I let him come back because I was still in love. Not knowing what real love was, I let this dude come back. He didn't change. He was okay for a minute. He beat me again and again. And the fights it was like, one day I just woke up, I said, I'm tired of this. I packed this stuff, I put him out. And he was cheating too and beating. And I think that was the guilty part of them. They were beating. When you're such a great person and you're with somebody, don't never think that you can change that person. I thought I can get with these people and change these people. And I got with them, and they were still the person who they were in the beginning. When a person show you who they are in the beginning, that's who they are. If they're not trying to make effort or making change, you might well hang it up. But I got domestic violence was just it was a common effect in my childhood, in my life, in my household. My sisters went through it. My mother went through it. My brother has went through it. And somebody has to break that cycle. Somebody, and I feel like I'm going to be the first one to break that cycle. I cannot let another person hit on me and beat on me and cheat on me and do me any kind of way ever again. I am too much of a beautiful person. I am God's child. I take pride in myself now, So I just want to say, like, if anybody's going through domestic violence, like, leave it alone. Just because they hit on you and they threaten you and say they're going to kill themselves or they're going to do this to themselves, let them want to do that. That is not your fault because they don't love themselves. You can't change people. You can't make people be the person that you want them to be or you think they can be. Let them learn to do it on their own. The longer you stay, it's so many people I know have got killed. So many women have been abused, and their kids have been abused, and their kids have got killed, or they got killed behind not leaving, staying because they think they're comfortable. That's the only thing, or they have kids with this person, or they're married, or or just all these excuses of why you can't love yourself. So I got out of those situations. That's the thing of my past. that's I really, I have to speak on that because it's something that I really know. It's something that I've been there and I experienced it, and I feel like I have knowledge on that subject. So I feel like I had to share this video with y'all and just keep it raw and uncut and real, and just tell y'all I love y'all. If you share and like my page, and you can tell people, and basically my story is going to be on here every now and then. You're going to get a real true story. Like, none of this is fiction. It happened. But look at me. I'm still happy, I'm still strong, and I'm still beautiful. And y'all are too. So anyways, so thank you for watching. Share, like, subscribe, leave a comment below of what you want me to talk about. Funny, serious, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or even what you want me to dare and do. I'm down for that. Well, anyways, thank you. God bless. And good day.